What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Phil for real. All right, so if you're new to this channel, let me explain something to you really quick. I'm not telling you to click or subscribe. I just want to make this video to tell you that the apes are going to win. And as you can see by what's going on with the Democratic Party, they're blowing all our money. Let's just be honest. They're blowing all our money with different countries. They're blowing all the money on migrants that's, not even doing the legal process of coming in here. And then they're giving all our racks to them. And when it comes to Americans trying to get money from this situation, they lost everything. They tell them, hey, you might qualify to get $750 fucking dollars. So that's what's going on right now. So the system is basically telling you, fuck you. So if you want to learn how to fuck the system right back, I'm about to tell you in this video right now. So the way you do that is to buy AMC, buy GME, and buy Donald Trump stock and hold it. Wait. The reason why I'm telling you this is because the system is telling you, fuck you. So since the system is telling you, fuck you, we fuck them right back. Okay? So we're going to fuck them right back, and here's how I know why. Since 2021, the apes have held AMC and GME. We were making hedge funds lose money. You need more proof of that? Go look at the trailer to Dumb Money. Dumb Money explains it. The retail trader was making $5 million. The hedge fund was losing $1 billion. Okay? So, since that was the case, right? They're, having to borrow money here, borrow money there. Let me buy this hedge fund and make sure y'all straight. Boom, 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 boom. Once they were going broke, they're like, yo, we need to find a way to keep making money, right? So since they're doing that, they're like, damn, how do we do it? They said, you know what? I'm going to get the bankers to go to the reverse repo through the Federal Reserve. And if you've been watching the Federal Reserve lately, you'll notice that they've been printing and doing reverse repos every single day since March of 2021. So since they've been printing money every single day since March 2021, this is a great indication that they're saving the hedge funds. Now, what does that mean? Well, listen to this. Fed Reserve does a reverse repo every day around 117, 116. You'll see the numbers pull up. They do this every single day, and that money goes to the banks. The banks then start giving that money to the hedge funds and family offices. Those hedge funds and family offices, they give the money to market makers, so that way market makers could create fake shares. Okay? They're creating fake shares, and then they spoof the market. Meaning they're putting stink bids on the market. They're buying a bunch of 1 cent shares, and then they're boom, 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 making it look like we're selling, and when we're not selling. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're spoofing the market to make it look like apes are selling and we're not selling. Now, in the midst of all of this, SEC is looking the other way, ignoring the threshold list for AMC, ignoring failure to deliver. They're doing all of that, right? So since they're doing all of that, CNBC goes on TV and says, hey, everything is fine. The market is great, all-time highs. And they're doing that to you so that way you believe that the market is great. But in reality, the Federal Reserve is not getting their money back. You want to know why? Because we're not leaving and we're not selling our stock. Okay? Since we're not selling our stock, they hide their losses in the banking derivatives, which is why you see the banks, they owe way more than the national debt. They're hiding their losses in derivatives, and then now it's just a clusterfuck of when they lose. So The two candidates, it's an election year, okay? There's two candidates. One named Kamala Harris, the other named Donald J. Trump, okay? If you look at both candidates' policies, you're gonna wonder, who's gonna help me as an American citizen? Now, Kamala came out with her policies, and she said, I'm gonna do $25,000 here, $50,000 there, and $6,000 over here, right? And oh yeah, unrealized taxes on unrealized gains, which is incredibly stupid, but that's what she said. Oh, and the main one you want to pay attention to is she's going to ignore the Federal Reserve. Okay? She's going to ignore the Federal Reserve. Keep that in mind. Ignore the Federal Reserve. Okay? Since she's ignoring the Federal Reserves, okay, this means the Fed is going to keep printing money under her watch every single day. Because, remember what I told you, those hedge funds went to their bank friends and told the banks, go do a reverse repo every day so we can make our money and stay alive in this shit, because it's only a matter of time. So, with all of that happening, and everything is fine, the market's prompt, everything is great, right? With all of that happening, everybody's wondering what's going on. Everybody's going to say, yay, Trump is not in office. Whoop-de-doo, everything is great. Okay, we don't have to worry about Trump anymore. That's what they're going to say. And then all of a sudden, the Fed is not going to have any more money to save the banks. The banks ain't going to have no more money to save the hedge funds. Hedge funds ain't going to have no more money just to buy fake shares. And then, you know what happens when you don't have enough money to buy those fake shares? Margin calls. So when those margin calls happen and they start looking for the real shit, where they at? Or you got to close your position. Go find those shares. They're going to run into you. They're going to run into you, and you're going to tell them, fuck you. I'm not selling my shares. That's what you're going to tell them. And that's what I'm going to tell them. I don't give a fuck. The way that you're disrespecting American citizens right now, fuck you. And it's like that. So, if you want to know how to fuck these motherfuckers, that's how you do it. Because when the banks lose money, because the Fed is losing money and they're not able to do a bailout of those banks, which is why you notice Warren Buffett is easily getting out of that ticker. He's slowly getting out and he's almost done. He's almost done. He just waits for it to pop up. Oh, I'll make some money while I'm at it, and then just gets the fuck out. You know, he's getting out. He's knowing what's happening. Watch his moves, people. Not just his moves, but just read the room. And then when the banks crash and when people lose their money and everything else, they're going to blame Trump. The media is going to blame Trump for all of this. And when they blame Trump, they're going to do their best to do it, but then you are going to win. And then you're going to tell them the truth. The truth is the hedge funds were using fake shares to beat down prices of thriving American companies. That's the truth. Criminal hedge funds like Citadel, King Griffin, the next Bernie Madoff. The next Bernie Madoff. You better believe it. You don't know who Bernie Madoff is? Go look him up. He's the next one. So don't be surprised if you see a bunch of people with a lot of money in a struggling economy of Kamala Harris. Don't be surprised. Now, if Trump wins, which I hope he will, because it looks like everybody's saying, fuck these motherfuckers, you're going to notice that when he came out with his policies, he said, hey, I'm going to abolish the Federal Reserve. Now, who would benefit from seeing Trump be assassinated? Put it together, people. So, as you can see, he's had at least 3 of them, right? 2 guns and 1 was a bomb or something like that. So he had these situations happen to him. So, with that being said, if he abolishes the Federal Reserve or even pressures them one day, if Trump pressures the Federal Reserve for just one day, that is a day that hedge funds, banks lose money, hedge funds lose money, market makers lose money, shorts are fucked. Okay? That's what this is. And again, liberal media is going to try to spin the narrative and fuck everybody. They're going to confuse everybody and say, oh my gosh, look, Trump's in office and he's ruining the economy. No, he's not ruining the economy. See, it's like this. I'm going to tell you like this. Kamala is offering to, let's just say they're both plumbers, okay? Kamala is offering to put Drano in your drain. Hey, you got a shoe in your drain. Let me get some of that. I got some Drano we can use. We get some Drano and then, take that shoe out. Well, Kamala, how do you plan on, getting the Drano out? Getting the shoe out. Oh, we'll just, we'll tax corporations for it. That's all. But Kamala, how do you make the corporations of Drano, not leave to another country? I don't know. We just got to do it. And that's what that sounds like. Okay. Then you get Trump. Trump is like, look, I got the best pipes. I lay the best pipe all day long. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to replace that pipe that you got in there. Okay. And no tax on water. No tax on water. Fuck yeah. Sign me up, motherfucker. That's what that is. So if you're wondering why they want to keep Trump away from replacing your pipes with a new pipe and giving you no tax on water, just understand why. Because that means he's going to immediately trigger a MOAS. Immediately. Kamala is going to ignore the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve is going to keep printing for the banks. Kamala is going to trigger it. Trump is going to trigger it. I'm sorry. But that's my video. Peace.